Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone. You are watching Seeds for You by Sherry. And if we are meeting for the first time, I'm Sherry. If you are a returning guest, I want to welcome you back to my channel. And if you are new here tonight, I want to say welcome to you as well. I'm so happy that you are here, and I hope that you find this information to be interesting. And if you like the video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from. And we would love for you to become a part of our family. So go ahead and hit that subscription button. You don't want to stop there. You want to hit that notification bell. How else are you going to know when I upload new content if you don't hit that notification bell? So be sure to hit the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. And share it. Leave me a comment. All of the above, okay? All right, without further ado, I want to get right into the topic. Now, as you can tell by the thumbnail, what we're going to be talking about tonight has to do with the arrest of young children, as young as 6 years old. And I'm talking about the real deal. I'm not talking about just scaring them or whatever. I'm talking about literally arresting children. All right. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, there used to be a thing called citizen arrest, where you as a citizen had the power and authority to arrest somebody if you saw them do something wrong. Say, for instance, you see them stealing in a store. You can arrest them. You can you can perform a citizen arrest. Okay. I doubt that they are doing anything like that today, but this was not that. Okay. This was not that. This was a real arrest. Okay. Where the little girl was, the cop, he had on a cam, he had a camera on, and so he put the little girl's hands behind her back, and he restrained her with zip ties, and then he escorted her out to the police car, put her in the back seat of the car like she was a real hardened criminal or something, and then he went back into the school to talk to the teachers and the staff members. Okay, so when we go back into the school and we see him having a conversation with the teachers and the staff, you can kind of put yourself in their shoes. I guess they had to call because maybe they didn't really know how to handle the situation, or maybe it got out of hand, but the little girl was having a temper tantrum. Okay, and apparently teachers and staff got kicked when they found it necessary to make that phone call. Now, what I don't know is whether or not the police officer was already affiliated with the school, because as you know, some schools actually have security guards within the school that come and they work a shift, within the school. So I don't know if the gentleman was already there or if they actually had to call him. But at the end of the day, he arrested this 6-year-old little girl. Okay, and then I might as well mention that this is a black girl, a little black girl. Okay, so in talking with the teachers and the staff, because I guess he had to have a report or whatever, about the incident. And so in talking with them, you can see that one of them was wiping away tears. Another one was just kind of like frozen, not speaking a word. But you can see all of the emotion on her face, and you can tell that she found this whole thing to be disturbing, as I did. I found it to be quite disturbing. And then another teacher was just asking, you just going to, take her around the block and bring her back? But no, this was a real arrest. This was a real arrest. Okay, so when they called the grandmother, she's like, what do you mean she was arrested? And so later, in a follow-up story, the grandmother made a comment that there should be no laws on the book that arrest a child for being a child. Okay, and I have to say that I agree with her wholeheartedly, because first of all, she's 6, and already you are entering these kids as young as 6 years old into the system, so you're kind of like, you're labeling them at a very early age. You're not giving them a chance at life. You're not giving them an opportunity to grow from the experience. And so anyway, the grandmother was also told that the little girl had, they were going to charge her. And she had a court date, and the grandmother was told that if she didn't come for her court date, that they would put out a warrant for her arrest. Treating this little baby like a hardened criminal. Okay, but now, if that's not enough, that a little girl was arrested at the age of 6, then you need to hear this. The police officer that made the arrest, when he went back in to get his report or whatever, his incident report or whatever he had to do, and he's talking to them, and he is now boasting to them about the number of arrests that he has made in his career. And then he says to them, well, is she like 7 years old? And they say, no, she's 6. Oh, well, she broke a record. She broke a record because the youngest one I ever arrested was 7. So you take pride in this. You're glorifying the fact that you're arresting children. I have a problem with this, people. I have a problem with this because there are little people in my family whom I love. And this is disturbing to think that one day they can be arrested at that age. I don't know about you, but I find that quite disturbing. Quite disturbing. I forgot to tell you, this happened in 2019 in Orlando, Florida. Okay? Hey, I've been living under a rock apparently because I hadn't heard about the story until the other day. Okay, so anyway, it gained a lot of attention, and apparently a fight was put up about raising the age, the minimum age for arrest. And then guess what? They raised it to 7. Are you kidding me? 7. Even Jesus doesn't make us accountable until the age of 12. So what are we doing, people? What are we doing? We have bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? Instead of arresting babies. Come on. Don't let me get too in this because I can really go there because I'm quite disturbed. So if you have not heard of the story, the cop was fired. Okay, the little girl was not charged in the long run. I think she was in the first grade. So she wasn't charged, and he was fired. And he was fired because when you're arresting someone that young, there is a protocol that you need to follow, you know, and have permission for before you can do that. Well, he did not do that, and so he was fired, which I think should have happened. But it was legal for him to do it. It was just that he didn't do it the right way. But that whole part about boasting about how many people, you know, he's arrested in his career, and then, oh, she broke a record. Please. Spare me, okay? Spare me those details. But anyway, that's basically all I have for you today. I just kind of wanted to share that, and I wanted to share it because you may not be aware of what the minimum age for arrest is in your state. So you might want to look into that and find out, because I'm sure that all of us have some little people in our family that we love, whether it's our children, our grandchildren, niece, nephew, little cousins, or whatever. So go ahead, find out what the minimum age for arrest is in your state so that you can be aware, because we're supposed to train them up in the way that they should go. Now, does that mean that they're not going to have temper tantrums? No. That's not what it means. They are children, okay? And that's the part that we need to remember. But we need to love them. We need to support them in everything that they do and make them strong and productive citizens when they come of age. So that's all I have for you today. As I said, I hope you found this information interesting enough that you might want to return again. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with a friend. And please leave me a comment. Okay? I want to thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you back here real soon. So until next time, goodbye.